That's what happened at the Dallas airport. The immigration agent saw that I had a rash, therefore, trigger warning, I'm going to release a slur, therefore, I was a dirty Mexican. Okay, by law, on Texas state books, you had to check the bodies of Mexicans up until 1964, and if we were dirty, we were not allowed in, so he was just doing his job. He saw that I was sick, and he said, ma'am, just give me the little baby, I'm just gonna take her, and we're just gonna keep her here. And the four of you, yourself and your 3 other kids, you can go up to Chicago, we're just gonna keep her here. And it was in that moment when my mom said, they tried to take you. And I'm in an airport, because journalists are always in airports, right? And I realized, like I felt like I had been hit by a cannon. You know, I was like, oh, now I know. Now I know why I do what I do. Now I understand profoundly why I do what I do. It was tied to that trauma. And people are like, that's crazy. And it's like, well, maybe, but part of what we as journalists have to do is also understand and trust our gut and our instinct. And I knew. That is why I do what I do. That is why people have been criticizing me if you follow my career. They're always like, why do you always have to report about immigrants? Why are you so immigrant-y, so Mexican-y? You know? Why? And people think I'm just obsessed with immigrants. No, I'm actually obsessed with this country's capacity for inhumanity. And it is manifested by how we treat immigrant and refugee bodies. That's what I'm obsessed with. You think I'm obsessed with immigration. No. I'm obsessed with this country's capacity for inhumanity. I do this because that love of falling in love with 60 Minutes and all those guys, I mean, you know I love them. Like, I know all their names, Morley Safer, Harry Reasoner, like I knew all these guys, right? Well, that was my dream, right? Was to get a job at 60 Minutes. It's every journalist's dream. And I got this close, right? I got a meeting. I think I should have realized when they were like, let's meet at the Starbucks, that I was like, probably not going to be very good. And the gentleman said to me, you know, Maria, you're so perfect for us. Oh my God, you're so perfect. But can you do me a favor? Can you wait until one of these, oh my gosh, right here. He was like, we've got this long line of old white men. 2, 3 line. Can you wait until one of them gets sick or dies and then come back? And I was like, am I laughing or am I crying? Obviously, I wasn't getting a job, so I did get on the A train at 59th Street and cried all the way to Harlem, because how was I going to tell my dad that my dream, you know, was over? Like, it was not going to happen at 60 Minutes. Papi, he already had Alzheimer's. But I also knew that I couldn't tell my dad and say, Papi, I'm going on unemployment because I couldn't find a job. That's the immigrant in me. You know, they say that we're takers. Actually, we're the ones who will be the least takers of those, believe me. So people had been saying to me, do your own thing, create your own thing. And I'm like, I'm a journalist. I can't, like, I don't run anything. I'm a journalist. Yes, but we believe in what you, in the way you tell these stories, create something. And so thankfully, I was very lucky to be able to get with a group of people and create Futuro Media in the midst of tears. And the funding is so central, right? Because, so the story goes that the way we got funded is because my funder was a massive philanthropist, but I got to meet her in anonymity because she was giving free treatment after 9/11 in Reiki. And I had such severe PTSD that I went to see her, and we built this bond, and then only later did I realize who she was. She was the one who said, I'll give you the money to start your nonprofit. To me, journalism is of service and is of mission. So I've never understood that you want to make money off of this profession. I understand it can be discussed, but that was just not my motivation. And I'm so glad I didn't create a nonprofit and then I'm so glad I didn't create a for-profit and then get bought and then get sold and then get killed, right? That's not what Futuro Media is going to do.